Hey everybody, Heather from Hooked on Pickin here. I am live for our Thursday chats, and so I have a fun topic for you today, but I want to first off say thank you so much to all my patrons. I have a few new ones, and so if you've been looking for your name on the name and lights section, it's going to pop up tomorrow, and so I have a couple new ones that are going to jump on there, so look for those new names of my patron supporters. Thank you so much for that. We're doing some fun things with our end screens as well, so keep a lookout to the end of the video. We're going to start doing some really fun, kind of funny things. But today's topic is going to be when you get a reseller pallet, what do you do with the huge, massively giant items? I also want to let you know this is your live Q&A. And so please, if you jump on live, I want to shout out, I want a hello, we want to recognize that you're even here. And if you give a super chat, your comment will for sure be read. If you offer a super chat, that's where you donate, anywhere from $1 to $1 million. So anyway,
please donate $1 million.
Please donate $1 million. Paul will read your question. He is behind the camera, and we've already got some people online.
Pinar H, I think that's Pinar, says, hi, I love your videos.
Awesome.
Michelle says, hey.
Hey.
Theta says, morning from Texas.
Awesome.
Jersey Flip says, hello, good morning.
Ooh, Jersey Flip, I like that name.
Yeah, I do too. Live for him says, hi, here from North Carolina. So, love North Carolina.
Yes.
My mother's side is from Lenore, North Carolina. I don't know where you're at.
Kind of near
Carolina.
Hickory.
Yeah, kind of. So, love North Carolina. Margaret Hall says, hey, y'all. Ashley says, hi from Southern Illinois.
Awesome.
Pioneer says, I have a question. If you're sending to Amazon, are you paying the shipment for the packages, or did you getting credit for it?
Okay, so basically when you ship into the Amazon FBA warehouse, yes, you do pay to send your initial shipment, and that usually costs me anywhere from 30 to 50 cents per item. It doesn't cost a lot, especially the more items that you ship. And then when it gets to the warehouse, your warehouse fees that you get charged cover all of them shipping the product to the actual customer. So you're not paying shipping twice.
Very good. And it's pretty cheap shipping.
It is really cheap shipping. I've sent like 40 or 50 pound boxes for around $16.
Yep. Although we are going to talk about...
Yeah, we're going to talk about this
get nailed.
Giant piece in just a minute.
Yep. Let's see here. Doug says, hello from cloudy, cold West Michigan.
Aha. Where at in West Michigan? I grew up in Grand Rapids.
There you go. Let's see. I said Pinar, I think, or Pinar, and it's like Pina. Or so Pinar, I think maybe. D. Keone says, morning from Florida from Deborah.
Awesome.
Star Seed says, you're my favorite person to watch on buying and selling. I'm from California.
Awesome.
Aline Robinson says, good morning from Australia.
Who else is from California? There's a Lindy Glenn from California as a YouTuber, and then Steve and Steph are also on YouTube.
You're right. They're
and
from
they're
Southern
actually
California, I believe.
California people. So.
Yeah. Let's see. Live for Him says she is near Hickory as well.
Awesome.
So, Live for Him. Have you ever heard of Lenore? So my grandfather had, I think, 3 laundromats around the area there for a while.
Furniture Central there.
He's passed on now, but a lot of my family still lives around there.
Goes to Poovies Chapel
Baptist Church.
It's an awesome name for a church.
It's an awesome
It's like a southern name.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's on Poovies Road is why.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Rick Abston says, hello, love your statement at the end of each video.
Awesome.
Yes. In the end, Jesus wins. It's very important to know.
Yeah, I have some of those fun signs to actually, they're little kind of coffee tabletop signs. And we've been selling some of those for Christmas that say, in the end, Jesus wins. I have a local wood craftsman that makes them for me, and they're gorgeous.
Man in our church.
Yeah, check them out on hookedonpickin.com.
Swift Seller says, hello. Pinar says, thank you so much for your answer. Swift Seller says that he is in Northwest Ohio. Let's see. Pinar says, my husband is from Michigan, Milford, Michigan. Rick Abson says, from Tennessee. Doug Dreyer says, I grew up in Wyoming, Michigan.
Oh, yeah. Wyoming is a suburb of Grand Rapids.
Sure.
I used to work in Wyoming.
Says, currently he lives north of GR in Greenville.
North of Grand Rapids in Greenville.
There you go. Sorry.
My aunt lives in a little town called Sydney, and so she does a little shopping in Greenville.
There you go. Jean says Lundy Glen is in Kansas. So.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought she was in California.
Oh, no.
All right.
Let's see. Another question from Pinyar says, I'm from Germany, married to my soldier. I watched all your videos, and I really love your videos.
Awesome.
Margaret Hull says, happy late birthday. Hope you had fun with the dancing.
Yes, we went on our second dance thing. We did.
We're learning swing now.
Yeah, we're learning swing, which is super fun. Super fun.
Margaret Hull says, oh yeah, sorry, I read it again. Sabrina says, hello from Tampa, Florida. Live for him says, yes, been to Lenore lots of times. Laugh out loud.
That's funny.
You bet. Theta says, can you sell large items on Amazon, and what's the cost?
We're actually going to talk about that.
That's right. Rick Abson says, where is Bulq located?
Bulq? Okay, their headquarters are in... can't talk. The headquarters is in Washington, D.C., and then all of their warehouses are located. There's one in Indiana, one in Tennessee, and the other one is in Kentucky. Okay.
Hebron, Kentucky.
Hebron, Kentucky, yes.
Let's see.
Hebron, Kentucky is where this one came from.
Right. That's, I think, mainly their Groupon stuff comes from there.
Groupon.
Which is really good stuff. Let's see. DLC says, good day from upstate New York.
Awesome.
Alan says, hi from Nashville, Tennessee. Doug says, I actually live in Gowan, just west of Sydney.
Oh, okay. I know where that is.
Cool. It really is a small world when you think about it.
It is a small world, yeah.
Arkananikan. I'm totally mispronouncing that. It says, hi from California, Mike. So I'll just have to go by Mike. Pinyar says, which liquidation company do you prefer, Bulq or Via Trading?
Well, I prefer both of them for different reasons. If you're looking for quality of goods, like where you really can kind of go through the manifest and understand what you're buying, more educated, Bulq is the way to go. Although because of that fully manifested load, you're going to pay a smidge more. And so your return on investment might not be as good.
Sometimes more than a smidge.
Yeah. But I feel like from Bulq, I get more Amazonable items. So if you were an Amazon FBAer, you're going to want to basically shop Bulq more. Via Trading has a lot more guesswork in it. There's a lot more hidden treasures, but I'm not going to pay as much. So my return on investment is going to be much higher. And then you just kind of got to learn their system as far as what do I order from them and what's kind of the niche that I like. I really do love their clothing boxes for selling on my Poshmark store. Those clothes, I know a lot of you early on were talking about how I don't make much money on each of my Poshmark items. Well, now, since I've been starting to buy different brands, I make more money with less work. And so my Poshmark store doesn't have near as much. I think there was one point where we had over 600 items on the store.
We got up to almost 800 items on the Poshmark store. When something would sell, it would take us
forever just to find the items.
20 minutes just to find the item, even with a fairly decently organized system.
And so now we have right around 300. I feel like that's kind of a sweet spot for us because it literally, we can walk to 1 to 2 drawers and find the item within just like under a minute. And so I feel like that's kind of where we want to be. Plus, sharing 300 items doesn't take near as long.
Yes, let's see. Buckles Garage says, good afternoon from New Jersey.
Awesome.
The Thrifty Shopper blog says, did you strictly get started on Amazon by doing liquidation?
No, I started retail arbitrage on Amazon and even thrift storing, finding new items at thrift stores and reselling those kind of things on Amazon. Of course, making sure that the items I get from the thrift store were actually brand new.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that's how I started on Amazon.
Aline Robinson says, hi, Heather, just wanted to know what you did with the Christmas jumper because you could turn it into cushion cover. Christmas jumper. I think that was an outfit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think I put it on Poshmark. A lot of my Christmas stuff on Poshmark has already blown out. Like I had a ton of Christmas sweaters gone. I think I only got like 2 or 3 more. Some that look like a gingerbread house dress, knitted dress. That's really cute stuff that's already been sold.
That might have been something that was damaged that we unboxed. That might have been what Aline is talking about. Theta says, Honcho seems better with clothes from watching videos.
Yeah, I do like the Honcho Wholesale clothes. I've only gotten smaller boxes of clothes, and so it's hard for me to judge like apples to apples because a lot of the boxes I get from Via Trading are much larger. So, but I loved, if you guys checked out my shoe one from Honcho Wholesale, those were amazing.
DLC says, are there any liquidation companies in the New England area? We knew of one in New York, but
not that I would.
I wouldn't go there.
Yeah, I'm sure there are. And if you guys know of any, my viewers, just throw it in the comment section, and then he can go back and look through the comment section maybe a day or two from now on this particular video. So if you know of any local liquidators in the New England area, that would be great if you would leave those messages.
Yep. Pinar says, I actually bought games brand new, quantity 22. If you're interested, message me. Don't know what I should do with them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe somebody on here.
Yeah, shoot me a message on hookedonpickin.com if you want to offload them to me. I'll give you a reasonable price, but I definitely still have to make money on them. And then, if anybody else wants them, shoot a message to them.
Let's see. Roger BB says, hi from Ontario, Canada. Ever think about selling T-shirts with Remember in the End, Jesus Wins in your merch?
I have them on my Teespring store.
Yep. If you go on to YouTube, which you are on right now,
there should be a link for my Teespring. It's always in the description. My Teespring merchandise is always in the description below. And then if you ever want one, like I know I wear a t-shirt occasionally with some softball stripes on it. That's made locally by a friend of mine. And so if you want any of those, I can get you in touch with them. And you can get one of those as well. So
Live for Him says, where's the best place to buy better brand shoes? I've been reselling online for a while and want to get some new good brand shoes.
Well, we do pretty good Honcho Wholesale for sure. If you have not seen my shoe lot from Honcho Wholesale that I just put out a couple days ago, those were amazing shoes. Like all of them were higher end, definitely selling around the $80 to $100 range. And then I must have got a delivery. Alexa just yelled at me. And so then also we do pretty good with the shoe lots from Bulq.com if they're not the Target lots. And so, we sell the Target shoes, just not for a ton. I mean, we're making anywhere from $3 to $5. Yeah. If you look over there, we've still got quite a few. But we bought those ones from Via Trading. Yeah. But that's it. That's all we have.
We have sold a ton of Target shoes.
We have sold a ton of Target shoes. And so that's the condition you're going to get from a lot of those shoes.
There are some of those shoes that we can make $20 on, but then it just slowly, we get so many of them.
Like the small skinny boxes are little black ballet flats. We're usually around the $5 to $6 after fees margin, but then those larger boxes next to it looks like a little burgundy colored heel. Those we make anywhere from $10 to $15 on. And so, and we have, I think, $4 a piece into those.
Let's see. Diane says, hi from Kentucky. Starseed says, have you bought any pallets from Barton's Liquidation in Indianapolis? We get that question a lot.
Yeah, not yet. But we're probably going to look into it. If you, we're kind of full right now with pallets.
I know.
So we've got 5 still to open before we can find some space in here.
So this week so far we've processed.
This is our third one.
Yeah, the one that's been open behind you, which you'll see the videos come out later. So that's 3. So
we did some salvage pallets, and one of those, you're going to see the unboxing of that tomorrow at noon. So check out that salvage pallet. It's very, very interesting in what we find in there. And then there's a really good one coming out next week, Tuesday. That's a little bit like dumpster diving salvage pallet. So
that was the craziest pallet I've ever seen. It was the craziest
pallet. Yeah, you'll have to check it out. So you'll see it. I actually labeled it dumpster diving salvage pallet. So check that out when it comes out on Tuesday.
Yeah, that one was like, we were digging through and like, this is trash. And then you lift up another piece of looked like literally garbage that they had thrown in. And then like, oh, there's a brand new hatchet.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Just so weird.
We did find a hatchet in that pallet. I don't think we show it on the video simply because it took us so long to process that video that we just kind of did a recap at the end. Yep. So, because that one took a while, but we found some good stuff and came out ahead on it. So,
let's see. Pioneer says, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. I'll message you in the Hooked on Pickin about reselling those games. DLC says, do you think the shipping from Via Trading would be more to New York?
I don't think so. To be honest, it's been really good shipping.
Best rates on shipping we have ever found is from Via Trading.
Even liquidators that are like in neighboring states can't touch what Via Trading can do. So I don't know if it's they just ship so much. They have a good deal with their distributors. But we generally get most pallets barely anywhere from the 100 to 150 range. I think we've even gotten them shipped for around the $90 range before from them. And of course, obviously, the more you ship, the better rates you get. But so like when we bought 6 pallets from them one time, I think that's when we were in the $90 range. But we buy 3 pallets on a pretty regular basis from them, and we're usually between $110 and $150 for shipping costs.
If you like the content, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. If you'd like to buy Heather a coffee, feel free to donate.
Look, I need some more. Look at this awesome coffee cup. My daughter gave it to me for my birthday. Did she do a good job? It has a little clip so I can't spill all over everything. I have to push the button to drink.
Nice.
It's like a sippy cup for adults.
Sometimes adults need that.
I need a sippy cup. I'm always spilling out myself.
Let's see. Claudia says hi from Toronto.
Awesome.
Catherine says good morning from Montana.
Awesome.
Let's see. Arc and Incorporated. Maybe that's it. Do you prefer going for top dollar or turning over inventory?
Top dollar, because it's less work. And I've gotten to the point where I've got so much for sale that time is money for me. Right. I think if you're initially first starting out, you might want to start with like the Target brand shoes, where you're going to make, you're going to pay 4 and make 5, those kinds of things, because you're not investing as much, and so you don't have as much at risk. But once you get to the point where you're selling pretty quickly, then you're probably going to want to start buying higher end, but then you'll have more capital to do so. And so that's kind of, I've shifted my focus simply because I do have so many platforms going that time is money for me. So I'd rather open, like this pallet only had 59 items in it. I'd rather open a pallet of 59 items than a pallet of 300. But I will still do the 300 pallet item just simply because I know I can make money on it. Like those health and beauty ones are great. I have one sitting in here that I haven't gone through yet. I got it a long time ago, so don't freak out if you call via trading and they're not available. I bought mine a while ago and just have failed to go through it right away because it's literally a 2.5 day process when I go through the health and beauty ones. And so I can't get as much done. And I know those sell all year round. So I wanted to open this pallet. This pallet had some things that I know are going to be much more appropriate for Christmas.
We had bought some candy pallets too, which take a long time.
They do take a long time. We have very few candy boxes left, maybe like 12. But they're available internationally on eBay. You can buy them if you're an international buyer, and then they're also available on hookedonpickin.com there as well. And so if you can't find them on one of the other platforms, maybe one have sold out, check the other one.
Theta says, when you sell Amazon, do you sell as a single person or as a company? We are sole proprietors.
Yeah, we're sole proprietor, single person.
D. Keone says, do you get a lot of Amazon returns? And what about after 6 months? Do you get a bunch of returns from Amazon of stuff that didn't sell? Yes,
all the time. And so I do various different things with those. I'll either donate them or I'll relist them like on an eBay platform or on hookedonpickin.com. And a lot of times it's because I didn't want to lower the price on Amazon enough because the fees were so high. And so a lot of times I can still sell it for around what I had it priced on Amazon just simply because I put it on a different platform with lower fees.
Ashley says, do you ever donate the kids' shoes around the time of year to a local group that collects items or gives gifts out?
Yes, I donate kids' shoes all the time. I donate lots of stuff that I have. If it doesn't move, then I usually would donate it. I try not to keep my inventory too long. Now, there's some things on the shelves that you probably have seen forever. But we're getting ready to, after the first of the year, kind of do an inventory.
Yeah, kind of
redo our whole store and make sure that what we have listed is actually what's actually there.
Theta says, here is an idea. Can you get pallets or cases from 2 different liquidators and open on the same video to compare items? Of course, the same kind of pallet and cases.
That's an idea. Yeah, I mean, it's a little time consuming depending on the amount.
It'd be a long video.
It would be a long video. We're actually thinking about doing a live pallet unboxing.
Right.
So we had thought about doing a live case unboxing just because answering the questions and unboxing at the same time would be a little bit long if we had a huge pallet. But if we did a case unboxing live, we thought that that would be really fun. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be on the hunt for a fun case to open. Probably It could be, I don't know if it'll be from Via Trading or Bulq.com. I'm not sure. Maybe even we'll look into that Barton's Liquidators. But we're going to look through, find a fun case, and then we'll start advertising it kind of as upcoming. So be watching the Facebook feed, the Patreon feed, all of that kind of stuff. And we'll be advertising when we're going to do that case unboxing live.
Dog Point Movie says, fun, the mega box is coming, cannot wait. I think they ordered a big order from you. Joy says, hello, good evening. Please, is it possible for me to buy from you direct?
Yes, hookedonpickin.com is where you can buy direct. If you see anything that I unbox and you don't find it on hookedonpickin.com, just shoot me an email. It may be that I have not gotten around to list it yet.
Yep. Ashley says, thumbs up the video, everyone. Yes, please.
Awesome.
So
what are we at?
22
thumbs up. Awesome.
The Thrifty Shopper vlog says, thank you for your help. Anita says, hi from California.
Awesome.
DLC says, look forward to a sample of your dance lessons once you are done. Yeah. Mark says, hi. Okay to Phoenix says, when you start your business a part of the day, what is the first thing you do?
Check all my messages. That's the first thing I do. I check, make sure I don't have any Amazon questions because you have to answer those within 24 hours. Same thing with eBay. So I check my Amazon, eBay, and then I check my emails.
Very good. Catherine donated $5.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Catherine.
She says, thank you for all the info. Have a coffee on me. Starbucks has a happy hour today, 3 to 7. Buy one, get one free.
Wow.
So you can be a two-fisted coffee drinker.
I would totally do that.
Sabrina says, how much were you paying for HBA pallets with Via Trading? I found another liquidator that had them and would like to compare their prices to Via Trading.
What was I paying for those?
Somewhere between $550 and $600.
Yeah, $550 and $600 fully shipped.
Fully shipped,
yeah.
Yes. Starseed says, do you sell on Mercari website?
I do not sell on Mercari simply because I have a lot of platforms going already, but I know a lot of my viewers do. So if you have any Mercari questions, go ahead and shoot them there, and then my viewers hopefully will see them and answer.
Yeah, Starseed, I went as far as downloading the app and looking at it quite a bit. It was just, we have so many that other sites we're selling on. So
we sell on 8 different platforms, I think.
Know. It's hard to keep them all track sometimes. Theta says, I would watch it. Oh, that would be very fun.
Oh, for the live
unboxing. Live unboxing. What is your customer return rate on Amazon?
I'd say probably about 10% of the items I ship into Amazon are probably returned.
That's pretty fair to that. Yep. Dog Point Movie says, maybe nice to see one video with Poshmark placing. Oh, where we put the Poshmark? That kind of thing?
Yeah.
Story. The 3 Chiplets says, love you guys. And
3 Chiplets.
I
love it.
Yeah, Janice says, hello from cold Chicago.
Awesome.
Hey, we're in the same state. Michelle says, Mercari is good for its cheap shipping options.
Okay.
And Karen says, I love Mercari selling. And we are caught up.
Okay, perfect.
You ready to do this?
Yeah, let's do this. So the title of this video, I'm sorry it took so long to get there, but I'm glad that I was able to answer those reseller questions. You can always shoot comments also. But the point of this video was, what do I do with large items? So I literally yesterday just pulled this out. So you're getting a sneak peek of what I pulled out of this palette, because that palette actually is not even live on YouTube yet. So you'll get a sneak peek. So I got this huge box out of it. It says set of 1. So I didn't exactly know what it was, but let me pull it out and show you exactly what it was. These metal stools, there's 4 of them in the box. So when my hubby actually looked them up online, they're running anywhere from $80 to $100. Okay, so I have
free shipping on every site I could find.
Yeah, so I could sell them on eBay, $80 to $100 free shipping. I already know I could probably ship them UPS for around $40. And so if I sold them for $80, then well, actually $40, and then I'm paying fees on eBay, and so I've got $40 in shipping, sold them for $80. Then I've got some fees that are going to run me right around $15, $20. So I'm making roughly $20 to $25 on an item that sold for $80. So that's kind of where you're at on the eBay platform. On Amazon, same thing. I'm going to be shipping it in, paying the cost for that, and paying the large storage fees. If I ship this in right now, I'd pay a lot because the months of November, December, January, you pay higher storage fees.
If you see the box, it's a pretty big box and it's very heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heather really struggled even lifting that out of the
I
out of
actually,
the
if you
pallet.
watch the video, we swap spots and I hold the camera because I legitimately couldn't get it out of the box.
Right. Heather's a strong lady. But they're really nice stools, but they're very heavy.
They are very heavy. They are very heavy. And so like I lift my 80-pound kid all the time and I struggled. I think the awkwardness of the box and all of that. So what do you do with an item like this? My favorite thing to do as of late, I ordered a furniture pallet and processed a furniture pallet and sold almost every single item, I think, except for one or two things, on Facebook Marketplace. It's my new favorite land. And so basically, since I know I'm going to pay so much in fees and shipping for something like this, I would go ahead, since most platforms have them for sale for around $80 to $100. Let's just, if I want it gone, it's taking up space in my storage space, let's price it for $50 and just get it gone. So I would take a photo of it, throw it on Facebook Marketplace. The cool thing about Facebook Marketplace is once you make the listing, you can put it to a bazillion garage sale sites. You can even pay $1 or $2 to boost the listing so that you can get it gone. And so now you've got basically no money invested unless you pay the $5 or $10 to boost the listing for 2 or 3 days. And then you basically get a Facebook instant chat message and you set up a time to sell it. Now, just be aware, people do like to haggle on Facebook. There are some people, they'll pay outright the fee you ask. Like I just sold a blanket bench, that you store like with a storage top. I just sold that. They didn't even haggle. They paid $40 for it and out the door it went. But this one, so I would probably price it for around $65 and then basically haggle down to $50. I'll sell it for $50. If I decided to boost the post, I've got $5 to $10 in that. And look how much money I made in comparison to the $20 to $22 that I maybe would have made selling it online, having to ship it. And so that's an option for you. It's a lot easier to handle. You're not paying any money to list it on Facebook Marketplace. And so as long as you have the space, you can store it for as long as you want. And then every 7 days, you can renew the listing, edit it, adjust the prices, adjust the description, all of that kind of stuff. Here are the things that go with Facebook Marketplace. You have to be aware of your Facebook Instant Messenger. And so I always usually answer the messages on the little bubble. The standard question for each one is this available? And it's just a standard button they can push to see if it's still for sale. Once you do sell it, they have a sold button, so it takes it off the website if you do sell it. And then it asks, did you sell it on Facebook Marketplace or not? But you have to be aware of your messages. So make sure you're in a place where you're able to check those messages. I just have the messages pop up on my phone, not a big deal. And then you do have to meet the customer. And so that makes a lot of people nervous. It was the same reason a lot of people didn't like to sell on Craigslist before, but this is kind of the new Craigslist is Facebook Marketplace. And so there are different things that you can do. I have them come to my location, but usually I make sure that my hubby's around or he's aware that I'm meeting someone here. Generally, most people that contact me are ladies because ladies are the ones that generally do the shopping on Facebook Marketplace. The only time I ever sell to guys is when they're looking for my pallets. And so just be aware of that. Make sure you're safe in your transactions. If it makes you nervous to have them come to your actual location, we live in a small town, so I'm a little bit less nervous. Plus, I have ways of defending myself. So then if you don't want to meet someone at your actual location, lots of people do this on Facebook Marketplace. I'll meet you in the Walmart parking lot. I'll meet you in the Denny's, parking lot. And you can do that kind of a meetup where you actually load up the item, put it in your car, and then you do the exchange of the item in a public place. And so that's an option as well. And a lot of people do that, especially if you live in a larger city and things like that.
Okay, to catch up on some questions, Michelle says Mercari is good for its cheap shipping options. Karen says, yes, I love Mercari selling. Nancy Gross says, hi, Heather. Enjoy your YouTube. Lydiana, I think I said that right, maybe not, says, love you. Dudette Supreme says, hi from South Central Missouri. Just got here. DLC says, love watching you guys processing the pallets and listing them. You work well together and have fun while you do it. Michelle says, check shipping costs with Mercari. Renee says, what platforms other than Amazon, eBay, Poshmark, and Hooked on Pickin do you sell on?
Well, Facebook Marketplace is one of them.
Yep.
I sell a lot of stuff locally. if I know somebody wants it, I'll shoot a specific message with a picture of an item and sell stuff locally.
You bet. Let's see. Daniel says, hello from Southern California, new subscriber.
Awesome.
What is the percentage Amazon charges to sell on top of the $39.99 a month?
About 30% based off of the price you sell the item for. So if you sell something for $100, they're going to take $30 of it.
Oh, yeah. That is definitely if you send it to FBA.
Fulfillment. It's a little bit less if you sell it merchant fulfill, but if you're selling from the warehouse fulfillment by Amazon, FBA, you're going to pay about 30 to 33%.
Daniel, Amazon by far has the most fees, but they can afford that.
They also have the most traffic. So you're going to
Yes.
sell your item much faster than even if you make a little bit more money on eBay, you're going to be sitting on it for a while. Amazon, you're going to sell it out real fast.
The same item that sells on eBay once a day will probably sell 10 times that on Amazon.
And it usually sells for a higher price on Amazon.
It's crazy.
Because you got all them Prime customers that don't pay any shipping, and on eBay, a lot of times they have to pay shipping.
That's either Guinness Expert or Genius Expert. I can't read today.
Genius is genius.
Okay, Genius, I believe. I have nothing against... okay, I'm not going to read that comment. For Real Girl 42 says, what website do you go to buy the Macy's pallets?
Via trading.
Via trading,
You can actually buy them online.
Yes, they're listed as HE.
Yeah.
HE.
HE.
That's their code for Macy's. But if you talk to a salesman there for Real Girl 42, they'll just flat out tell you what is Macy's.
Right.
D. Keone says, is there any Nike liquidators?
Ooh.
There's got to be, but
I know.
don't know.
I think Bulq was supposed to be getting into some high-end athletics, but I don't think it was Nike. So I'm not sure.
Don't know.
If anybody knows of any Nike liquidators, let us know. Maybe Nike just always sells all their stuff.
Don't know. Christy Smith says, hi from New Braunfels again. Love your videos and on how you list your items. Pinar says, I sent you the message. Great.
Perfect.
We'll check as soon as we get off. Kim Crane says, just got here. Hi from Michigan.
Hi, Michigander.
Melissa says, here in Las Vegas, police stations have meetup spots for online sales. What a great idea.
That is a great idea.
Fantastic idea.
Yeah, so check your local area. Maybe they have a meetup place at the police station where you can sell stuff.
Meet at the fire station, too. I mean, people would feel safe doing that. Michelle says, you need a moderator for the chat to delete weird comments. Yes, that would be really good.
Yeah.
It takes me a while to get that figured out sometimes. Daniel says, thank you guys for answering my question. You guys are great. Let's see. LaShawn says, LaShawn says, finally, you have the time for a live chat. You are my inspiration for starting my own reselling business.
Good.
You and your wonderful husband is a wealth of knowledge.
Awesome. I do also, just jumping off of that comment, I do also offer consultation phone calls. And so I've done some recently that have been really helpful. You can buy those on hookedonpickin.com. $35 for 30 minutes. I talk fast. You're going to get a wealth of information. And a lot of you online viewers can attest that if you have a chat with me, you're definitely going to be on the fast track to reselling.
That's right. So Indy says, hi from Phoenix. Zach says, Under Armour from Bulq yesterday on Case, Austin, Texas.
Awesome.
Very good. Pinar says, do you know a liquidator that sells Victoria's Secrets?
No, but I do know that you can buy some of that kind of stuff overseas for relatively decent prices.
Okay. Let's see.
Maybe not Victoria's Secret, but
you're
you can buy
talking
generic.
about the lingerie, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, what was it? Alibaba had.
Yeah.
We think we figured out where Victoria's Secrets buys their stuff.
Yeah.
At that time. But anyway, it's amazing the markup on some stuff.
Yeah.
Michelle says you could add me. I don't mind moderating when I'm on your live. Well, that'd be nice. That'd be very nice. I'd have to figure out how to do that. Zach says, and Camelback. Camel, I think.
No, Camelback is a specific sporting brand.
Oh, okay.
They make those, the water backpacks.
Oh. Sorry.
You're thinking Camel is a
reselling
tool, yeah.
I've looked at it from time to time. Christine says, hello from Surprise, Arizona.
Surprise. Is everybody surprised there? Like, do they walk around with their eyebrows like this
boom.
all the time?
Surprise. She has a question. Does Via Trading have a list of abbreviations for the different stores, i.e. HE equals Macy's?
No, but if you call a sales manager, they will tell you what everything
No.
is. Just be like, hey, I think their contract states that they can't actually publicize what store each lot is from,
Yep.
and so all you have to do is call them.
All liquidators have to be careful because they don't want to lose their contracts on things like that. But some of them are pretty easy to figure out. Like some liquidators will have Arrow as the store, and you're like, well, what is Arrow? Well, it's Target.
Target, yeah.
You know, what's another one? KM. What is it? It's Kmart.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's not super hard.
It's not rocket science.
HE was a little harder, but Macy's, HE.
High end.
Well, yeah, they well, yeah, kind of. You know, anyway. Corey says, Uncle Stumpy says, you guys are all awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Stumpy.
Thank you, Uncle Stumpy. Let's see. Kim Crane says, wondering if you would list at least one item on Poshmark when you do an unboxing so we can see how it's done. I do enjoy watching the unboxings and listings. We should do that sometime.
Yeah.
Yep. Susan says, hi, I finally caught alive. Pinar says, in Germany, it's super expensive. Victoria's Secret bra costs somewhere around $100.
You know, you might look into maybe just purchasing internationally from eBay. Even if you pay a lot for shipping, it's not going to cost a ton because it's going to go first class internationally. You may actually find that you can buy that brand new off eBay from the States cheaper than that.
That's right. Hey, if you guys like the content, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. We're at 36 thumbs up.
Or you can super chat.
Or super chat. Thank you
I've
for the $5 donation.
Already
if
got
you'd
a $5
like to
super chat for coffee.
donate any more coffee money, feel free to do so there. So, got a lot of people on right now. 109 people right now.
Nice.
Jillian Moore says, finally caught you live. Stay at home mom looking to help bring in an income. Y'all give me the inspiration to be brave and venture out.
Awesome.
You can do it, lady.
Yes.
Gina says, hi, everyone. Happy holidays.
Awesome.
Swift Seller says, I'm going to have to watch this from the beginning. I've been in and out of the truck.
Gotcha.
D. Keone says, I reported it, that nasty comment. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, anytime you get somebody who makes and live streams are notorious for getting trolls. So just go ahead and if you see an inappropriate comment, just report it, and they actually, then Google will step in and boot them.
Yeah, we've had that happen for Google, which is nice for them to do. TT says, hello from Japan.
Awesome. I got some friends in Japan.
Yeah, we do. Suzanne says, I'm new to FBA and just sent in my first FBA order 2 weeks ago.
Yay, go you.
It was of Macy's clothing. No sales yet. How long does it usually take to get the first clothing sale?
So I say usually 7 to 10 days before your items even go live onto the Amazon platform from when you ship them that day. And so it may be, depending on how far away your warehouse is and how quickly your specific warehouse processes it, there may be some items that aren't even live yet. So if you go check your inventory and your item still says 0, it means they're either in the process of checking it in or it hasn't arrived at the warehouse. And then I would say with Macy's clothing,
well, it depends on the sales rank.
It does. It depends on the sales rank of the item. So I hope you checked all the sales ranks before you shipped them in. But you can even go back and check the sales rank and just go to your inventory, cut and copy that ASIN number, throw it back into the add a product.
It's actually right there on the app.
Oh yeah, it is on the app.
You just go to the sales tab.
Okay.
And it'll tell you the inventory rank. Or the sales rank.
Yeah, so if it has a really high number, like in the millions, it might take 3 to 4 weeks, maybe even a couple months to sell. If it's in like the 10,000 range, it should sell within a week or two.
Right. Let's see. Pinar says, I love the bond between you and your husband.
Aw.
Oh, we're married people.
We both love Jesus. That's the main
That's definitely kept our marriage together.
Yes.
more than 1 or 2 times for sure.
Right.
Let's see. Haven says, hello from Alabama.
Awesome.
D. Keone says, overseas tends to be fake. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
When we're talking about overseas, if you get on Alibaba, you will be able to tell, oh my goodness, the stuff like
cheap.
Victoria's Secret, like we were talking about, they're just slapping a Victoria's Secret label on something. I'm pretty confident that's what they're doing. Heather doesn't think so, but I think so. Adam says, hey, thumbs up. Thank you for thumbs up. We're up to 44 thumbs up.
44 thumbs up. If you can't find the thumbs up tab, close your chat window. It should be right there if you're on a mobile device.
Boom.
And then you reopen the chat window.
Now we're up to 46.
Nice.
Let's see. Sandra says, hi from the UK. Wish it was as easy to find good liquidators here. Love your videos. There's got to be
Yeah,
liquidators.
so if you guys are in the UK,
country.
shout out some comments on this video and let her know where's there a local liquidator maybe. Maybe she can drive somewhere and go pick some stuff up.
Let's see. Kathy says, where did you get your UPC scanner? And do you have an individual account or a pro account?
I think I have the pro account. Whatever one is the $39.99.
I don't think that's the pro account. We have the basic $39.99 Amazon account.
We have the basic $39.99 Amazon. So my scanner, I just got off Amazon.com. All you do is, a lot of people have asked me to link the specific scanner, but because of the way the one that I bought is listed, sometimes it's $80, sometimes it's $20. I only paid $20 for 20 to 30, might have been 30. It's just look up wireless barcode scanner, and then it also comes with a UPC plug-in so that you can have it wireless, or you can cord it with the cord that it comes with. And so you can do one or both of those things. You can also charge it with that cord as well. So just remember that.
It is incredibly helpful.
Oh my goodness, it's awesome. So all you do when you use it is you just put it in the text box where you add a product, and then as long as you got a flashing cursor there, then you scan and it puts in the number and then hits enter is what mine does.
Very good. Daniel Sanchez says, one more question. If I may, it is hard to sell on Poshmark. I tried it for 30 days and it seems that all I was doing was liking things and sold nothing. Did I do something wrong?
Did you share? Because if you don't share to your followers or follow anybody who's followed you, and you don't, Poshmark is a little bit of like, you have to gain followers like YouTube in order to make sure that your items get viewed. And then if you don't share, you will not sell. And so you've got to share at least 3 times a day your entire closet, I would suggest, or the items you want to sell. And if you don't share, you will not sell it. Because what happens to your item is as soon as you list it, most people are like on eBay, they want to list it, forget it, and then it's out there in, internet land. That's not how it works on Poshmark. Once you list it, the next time that it becomes visible is when you recently share it. And so it shares at the top of the homepage of your viewers. And so sharing is a pivotal part of Poshmark. Yes, it's a little bit more interactive than most websites, but it's the place people go to find clothes. And so if you have not checked it out, watch my Poshmark sharing video. I step you through how to share on your desktop and how to share on your mobile device. And so check that out. If you can't find it, shoot me an email at hookedonpickin.com. I'll shoot you the link.
Daniel, we are discovering Poshmark is labor intensive.
It is, but it's worth it just because that's where people go to find clothes.
Right. We do make a good consistent amount of money on Poshmark, but let's see. Michelle says, Daniel, you have to share, and make sure your pictures are clear and put as many details as possible. Yes. Gladys W. Hey, is selling international on eBay good to do? I never have done it, but it sounds like with certain brands it might be a good idea.
I sell everything internationally because there's a lot of things that you don't know that people can't find overseas that they have to buy from the US market. And so what I usually suggest is they have the global shipping program through eBay. If it makes you nervous to ship internationally, utilize that, because what you're doing with that is you're shipping to a local United States location, and then they pay an extra fee for eBay to ship it from that location overseas. And so then they handle the actual international portion of it. But the global shipping program does cost the buyer internationally a little bit more than if they would buy direct from you and you ship it internationally. It is not difficult to ship internationally. I have a how to ship international video that I actually put out where I actually print the labels, show you how to adhere them, because you end up with 4 separate labels when you ship internationally. But all you do is just stick them in this little clear stick-on label holder, and then you just ship it off, and then you keep one as a receipt. And so it's not difficult to ship internationally. So check out my eBay shipping international video. If you can't find it, like I said, you can always message me. But I sell so much stuff. It's shocking. I'll sell like a $20 item and somebody will pay $60 to ship it internationally because they just can't find it anywhere else.
Pinar says, and I think you got autocorrect a little bit, so forgive me if I'm saying this wrong. She says, how much cost to the warehouse rent in Amazon? People saying Amazon is charging a lot of fees, that your product's in the warehouse. Sorry about the English skill there.
Okay, so when your item is at Amazon, you're going to pay more fees in November, December, January. They raise the fees because of Christmas time. And so you will pay a little bit more. I would say generally on average, you're going to pay about 50 cents per item, anywhere from 50 cents to $1.50, depending on the size of the item. This is going to cost more at the warehouse than, say, something like this. Okay, so just be aware of that. Actual cubic space makes a difference in paying fees, because you're going to pay large fees or small parcel fees. Also, anytime you leave an item there longer than 6 months, you pay long-term storage fees. I always have my account set up to return the item after 6 months, simply because I don't want to pay those long-term storage fees. And if it hasn't sold on the massive platform of Amazon after 6 months, it's probably not going to, or I have it priced improperly. And so you always have to make sure you're making price adjustments and things like that. You can do that right on your app. They have a pricing opportunities tab that really helps you stay on top of that. And so that's, hopefully I answered your question.
Gina says, I wanted to start on Amazon. I was on Poshmark, but had to stop because I live in a one-bedroom apartment. Inventory was overwhelming me. Decided to stop doing clothes. Any advice?
If you start on Amazon, the first thing you want to do is just try to set up that account. It does take a little while to be approved to be a seller on Amazon. And so start the application process right now. And then you can kind of just go from there. And then once you get your Amazon seller account, download the Amazon seller app. It's free once you sign up for your Amazon seller account. What it does is it links directly to your seller account. So if I can sell something and you cannot sell something, it's going to tell you what you can and cannot sell specific to your seller account. So download that. I have an Amazon seller app series. That's a 3-part video series that steps you through all the different aspects of your Amazon seller app. And then I would recommend taking that Amazon seller app and finding anything in your house and scanning the barcodes of everything. Go to the ketchup bottle, scan the barcode, look at the sales rank, look at how much it's selling for. Is Amazon selling it? All of those things, and just kind of practice for a day or two. Then you can go out to retail stores and sell, or go on to liquidation sites, use the UPC code they give you, and then check everything out with your Amazon seller app that way as well.
Tanya Matthews says, you guys are awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you. Brenda says, hello from Ohio.
What are we at for thumbs up?
56 thumbs up.
56 thumbs up.
We got 124 people watching. That's like one of our highest
It
lives.
is.
Thank you, guys. Susan donated $4.99.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
Coffee for me.
Thank you
so
for doing
happy.
that. It's very kind. Susan says, thank you. Look forward to watching y'all every day.
Awesome.
Very kind.
Yes, we are on every day. If you haven't noticed, we put a video out at noon every single day.
Every day. Haven says, I love Jesus too. Very good.
Amen.
Daniel says, that makes total sense. I will give it a shot again. Thank you so much. Let's see. LaShawn says, Mercari is great also. I have sold more on Mercari than eBay. For Real Girl 42 says, hi, Daniel Sanchez. Join the Facebook group Perfectly Poshmark and get help sharing your items. Yeah, that'd be great. Any of those kind of sites are helpful. Sabrina says, Pinyar H for Victoria's Secret stuff. Check American Gen. Prices are not great, but may work for you.
Okay.
Thanks for the help there.
Good, thanks.
Daniel Sanchez says, thank you for Real Girl. Okay, let's see. Kathy M says, does the HE on Via Trading Palette description mean high end? Also, when I wanted to use your coupon there, it said I did not qualify and the amount was $354.
Well, it's only a first-time user coupon. So if you've bought from Via Trading before, it may not work the second time. And if you have any issues, just give them a call. All the information should be in any of my Via Trading pallet unboxings. You can just give them a call and just say, hey, you know, I'm a new customer and the code is still not working. And I can ask about that too. When I make my next order, I can also shoot them.
Mike?
Mike.
Mike Stamboli or Tramboli?
Stamboli.
Stamboli.
He's
great guy there.
He's my account manager, and he's the one who created the coupon code for me.
Yep.
And so you can always ask.
The man is a good salesman. So if he
But he's a normal guy.
he is a normal guy. If
Yeah.
he found out they lost the sale because of a coupon code didn't work, he'd be like, "Hey, I'll make you a new coupon code."
Right.
I don't think he'd have a problem doing that.
Yeah.
Does HE on Via Trading pallet description mean high end?
It means Macy's.
I think it means Macy's. I think it's their high end because they have a lot of Target.
Yeah, it's
so
higher end than Target.
It's higher end than Target.
Yeah.
That
So
makes sense.
if you're questioning any of their descriptions, just call an account manager. That's the best way.
Yeah.
Their account managers, I've met quite a few of them when we visited there, and they're fairly normal people.
Yeah.
And so you're not going to get car salesman-esque stuff from them.
They do want to sell pallets, but I think they're more interested in selling you 100 pallets over the course of a year than trying to mess you over for one pallet.
Yeah, they want return customers, and so they're also a family-run business.
Yeah.
And so
I like them. I like those guys.
Yeah.
Kathy says, "Thanks for your response. Love your videos, and I always remember that Jesus wins in the end."
Amen.
Amen. Susan says, "How do you get up the account to return before the 6 months?" Oh, how do you
set up the account?
How do you set up the account to return after 6 months?
I cannot remember. To be honest, I would say just Google another YouTuber that's done it, because I remember doing it, but it's been about 4 years. I remember that's how I set it up because I always get the stuff. I get like a huge load anytime I send one in. But to be honest, I haven't done it in so long I couldn't honestly direct you. Sorry about that.
That's probably easier than you know.
Or you can actually probably ask the Amazon seller help thing.
Yep.
Just go to the Amazon seller account, click the help button, and you can probably shoot an email and say, "I'd like to set up my FBA to be returned after 6 months."
Aline Robinson says, "Yes, I buy from Heather, and I live in Australia."
Yes, I remember sending that big shipment to you in Australia. It was a lot of Paw Patrol stuff, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Pinar says, "How much is the storage fee?" That
at Amazon?
Varies drastically.
It varies depending on the size of the item.
Susan says,
and you don't pay storage fees if you sell it within that first month. You're only going to pay a storage fee. You pay the Amazon seller account fees, which is still the 30%, but you don't pay storage fees unless it sits there longer than a month. And then you pay monthly.
Yes. Susan says, "What would you say is too high for a sales rank on clothing?"
Clothing.
Well,
I don't like to go over $1 million. I like to stay even above 500,000 or below 500,000.
Well, below 500,000, it's definitely going to sell. The issue with clothing is there's so much. There's stuff that has no sales rank that will still sell on clothing.
Yeah.
So you're looking for something that does have a sales rank.
If it has a sales rank, it's almost guaranteed to sell within that 6 month time frame.
Within a 6 month time frame, yes. So.
For any sales rank, probably.
Right.
If it doesn't have a sales rank, it means it's never ever once sold on Amazon platform. But there's a couple of different reasons for that. It could be it's a terrible item, nobody wants to buy it. Or it could be this is a brand new style of clothing. Like if this shirt just came out, it's going to have no sales rank.
Right.
And so, just also look at your items. Is it something that's trending right now? Like tunic tops for women are really trending right now. And so if you have a tunic top and it has no sales rank, you might want to risk sending it in or just throw it on Poshmark and not pay any storage fees. Yeah,
trying to sell a puffer coat in 4th of July is hard to do also. So it's a lot of that's seasonal too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pinar is saying to Sabrina, "Thank you." Theta says, "Okay, so in order to sell large items, you need to do it on Facebook and Craigslist. Is there any other platform that you would sell a large item on?"
I have sold like big canopy tents and things like that on eBay, but I always charge calculated shipping. And so, but that also cuts into some of your profits. Sometimes you have to lower the price so low because your shipping is going to be $60 or $70 on something that weighs over 50 pounds. And so you're now selling a tent for like $20. And so just be aware of that. I think when it comes to items that are this size, you're going to do your best sales on Facebook Marketplace simply because you're not having to deal with shipping. You're also not having to deal with any extra fees.
Very good. Michelle is being very kind. She says, "Daniel, what's your posh closet name? I'll show your closet." That's awesome.
Yeah, throw your posh closet name on here. Yeah. We'll let all my viewers look at Daniel's closet. Help him out, make a sale. I'm sure he's got stuff on there you want.
Daniel says, "Do you get a seller ranking in just the normal Amazon account, or do I have to have a seller account to see that number?"
You have to have a seller account to see that number.
You have to have that. Kathy M says, I'm a first-time person.
Awesome.
Well, welcome. Ralph Bond. I'm not sure what that is. Lynn Lopez says...
Sometimes autocorrect messes up your messages.
Sometimes.
So if we don't read a message that you really want answered, just resubmit it.
Lynn Lopez says that they're late again, but it's great to have you on here, Lynn.
Yes.
DLC says, did you like the Amazon clothing cases better than the Macy's clothing case?
Well, I did like the Amazon clothing cases because I knew almost everything could go on Amazon. And a lot of the reasons why some of those things got returned were they were out of season or, kind of the 6-month thing. So there were people that actually put them on, either it was an actual distributor like a Walmart or a Target or a higher end store, that they actually put them on Amazon and they didn't sell it. And so the benefit with getting an Amazon box over a Macy's box is almost everything could go to Amazon, or I could post it on Poshmark using the stock photo and description, and then also to add an additional regular my photo, because you always want to add your own photos when doing Poshmark as well. But all the description and measurements and all that stuff was already available because there was a listing on Amazon. So some of those listings had a 0 sales rank, so I could use that information to make a Poshmark listing.
I think your hair is hitting the microphone.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see. Malia says, hi all, newbie from Montana. I love your system.
Awesome.
Chai Chai says, hi, where did you get the Amazon return pallet?
Where did I get the Amazon return pallet?
Oh, I can't remember. Was that via trading? Or no, it wasn't via trading.
Yes, it was. It was via trading. Yes.
It was either via trading or Honcho Wholesale.
It was an Amazon return. Well, I think I've gotten it from both. I think I've got from Honcho Wholesale. I got an Amazon box, and then I also got an Amazon clothing box from via trading.
Yes. Let's see. Pinar says, how long you doing the resell? What is your suggestion if a person can't resell their products?
Okay, so how long have I been doing reselling? I would say full time. What are we going on? 5 years, 4 or 5 years. Really stepped it up a notch this last year just because of the new space we're working in.
We started reselling when Lexi was born.
Yeah, so about 13
how old is
years.
she?
She'll be 13,
She's 13
next month. So we started reselling when our second child was born because diapers are expensive.
Couldn't afford diapers.
We couldn't afford diapers. And so we started reselling just random college textbooks that we had, and then other things around the house that we were no longer using, or gifts we got for Christmas that we had duplicates of, things like that. And then we realized we lived in Iowa, we could resell from auctions, things like that. So that's kind of how it started. And then what
would you do if the item doesn't sell?
I would try it on a different platform. And then worst case scenario, you donate it if it's in good condition, because I don't want to keep something in my space that's not going to sell. But I lower the price as much as I can to still make some of my money back. So even if I paid $10 for the item and I sell it for $5, you still have $5 more than you did before. So even if you lose a little bit of money, it's better to recoup something.
Rick Apson says, have you found something that just does not sell? We don't sell drugs.
We don't sell drugs.
Well, we don't sell illegal drugs. We do sell other drugs.
We sell Tylenol. Yeah, we don't sell drugs. I'm trying to think of stuff that doesn't sell.
Our gift, we came up with this idea to do gift baskets, and we just could not get those suckers to move to save our life.
So I think you really gotta everyday. I sell the everyday kind of items. I do have some unique items that sell as well, but the everyday items. Oh, you know what? I just sold 2 of these, so I shouldn't say this, but I did have a difficult time selling air mattresses.
Yeah, and the boxes were open.
The boxes were open, and they're so heavy. So I probably should have put them on Facebook Marketplace.
Let's see. Gina says, do I pay for a consultation with PayPal or Visa/MasterCard?
If you go to hookedonpickin.com, you can pay either way. So you can pay through the Hooked on Pickin site with a regular credit card, or you can use PayPal. Either way is fine.
Tanya Matthews' question. I used to sell on eBay 15 years ago, then started selling again last year. Items sat for so long. I unlisted everything. Is it worth it to relist toys and collectibles?
Okay, so one thing that's really awesome about eBay is they offer an easy pricing thing. Like when you put in your price for a buy it now, They have an easy pricing option. If you click that button, they lower the price by 10% every time it relists, and then it also automatically relists every time. But it does cost you a listing fee every time. If you have a store, that usually kind of comes off your 250 free listings and things. But I use the easy listing price, so I don't have to go in and adjust every time I relist and keep track of it. It just automatically lowers it to a certain point. Like it gives I won't lower this lower than $10 kind of thing. So that's an option as well. So that's what I would suggest, is always lower the price when you relist.
Pinar is asking, what product is the quick flip?
Toys is probably the quickest
Toys
flip.
right now.
Right now.
And it does depend on which toy, but toys is a good bet right now.
What would you say, Paul, is a quick flip?
Candy.
Candy is a quick flip.
Candy is a quick flip. You got to buy it right, but candy is a pretty quick flip. Americans love food.
Consumables are quick flips as well.
Consumables are fairly quick flips.
Body soaps, like popular body soaps, like if
Yep.
you have name brands like Aveeno and things like that, that kind of stuff sells fast. So anything that they have to buy over and over again.
Let's see. Melissa K says OfferUp is good for local sales.
Yeah, OfferUp is similar to a Facebook Marketplace, yes.
Theta says, what about Inventory Lab? Is it part of Amazon account, or did you have to get it separate and pay for it?
I have to get it separate. I pay a subscription for it, but it attaches to my Amazon seller account, so it tracks everything with my Amazon seller account.
Pinar says, which liquidation company would you refer from your own opinion?
The two that I've mentioned the most, probably Bulq.com and Via Trading. Via Trading, I feel like, is a little bit, you got to be a little bit more in the game, knowing reselling a little bit better. Bulq is easier for newbies. Also, Honcho Wholesale has come out to be a fairly good one as well.
Right. If you live in Southern California, with their, Via Trading
is in LA, basically.
You can actually drive there and actually go through, buy right there, which I think would be awesome.
If we live next to Via Trading, that would be awesome.
We just got a local liquidator area that we can do that with, and it is wonderful. Let's see, Swift Seller. Wait, did I miss one? Oh, I did miss one. Daniel says, thank you guys for the offer to share my closet, but I did close that account, but I'll try again soon. You guys are awesome.
Okay.
Swift Seller says, how many distributors do you get pallets from? Who are they? What's the best one you like? Yeah, we keep answering that question a little bit there. And we get them from quite a few places now.
Yeah, we do, what's that? Direct Liquidation,
Yep.
Bulq.com, Via Trading, Honcho Wholesale. I feel like there's another one.
What's that Ninja one?
Yeah, Ninja Wholesale. I feel like I'm missing a couple. Just peruse my unboxing section because I have them all listed there.
Yep. Theta says, Daniel, when you get your account going on Poshmark, then look us up and we'll share. Dog Point Movie says, Christmas time is coming. Are you getting toys? ?
I sent in some toys. I haven't bought a toys palette in a little while.
Nope.
Just don't have the space right now. I'm loaded up.
Let's see. Pinar donated $3.99.
Awesome. Thank you, Pinar.
It's very kind. And she has a little emoji handing you a coffee.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Tanya Matthews says, yes, I saw that. Okay. Thank you so much. Susan says, I got one of your candy boxes. Yum.
Awesome.
Great.
Not too many of those left. Check out Hooked on Pickin.
No, if you want a candy box, buy it now. Diane says, makeup using coupons to get them is a quick flip.
Yes, makeup does sell good for us. Yep.
Makeup equals cosmetics. Yes. Wallace says, I would never try OfferUp again. They were charging me money every month, and I did not even give them my credit card or debit card, and I didn't sell anything. That's something there. Sorry about that, Wallace. Tanya Matthews says, thanks, Diana. Pinar says, how much capital you should have to start your business?
I started with $300, but you can start with as little as, $100 probably, and just reinvest everything right away, and then you'll start paying yourself once you start actually flipping for good substantial amounts of money. Because I didn't really give myself a paycheck for probably the first few months that we did reselling.
Right. Let's see here. Susan said, which category would you recommend in Bulq for a newbie that is not ungated in a lot of categories?
Toys it would be my first go-to. General merchandise is a good also one because you can sell a lot of that kind of stuff. And I recommend either new or uninspected returns. If you're an eBay seller, I would say you could go into the salvage ones because you can get stuff dirt cheap, but
Yeah.
you know, it's
You're going to
salvaged.
mostly have to part it out.
You're going to have to part it out, yeah.
Yeah. And we are caught up on questions.
Okay, awesome. So for those of you who jumped on later, we were talking about selling. This box actually has 4 of these stools in it. And we were talking about selling things online using, I utilize Facebook Marketplace, but a couple of other platforms have already been mentioned, of basically selling these things locally. And part of the reason why is because this sells from $80 to $100 on eBay and Amazon, but after fees and shipping, and that's $80 to $100 free shipping. After shipping and fees, you're only going to make probably about 25 bucks off of this $80 sale. But if you sold it on Facebook Marketplace, you could sell it for less, for around $50 or $60, and then you just get to keep all of that money. And so, because you're not having to ship it. And then I also talked about the various different ways that you can meet people to exchange the money and the goods to be safe and all of those kinds of things. So go back and watch the video where I go into more in depth talking about larger items, but don't be afraid of large items in your pallets, simply because you don't know exactly how to move them. Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, a lot of those things are great ideas as far as reselling larger items, and there's good money in it for sure. So, a few more questions?
Let's see here. Diana says, do you take photos of the items first, or do you draft the listings first?
It depends on the platform. If you're talking about Poshmark has a way that you can actually take the photo in the actual listing app.
I skipped Ashley. Ashley says, which categories are ungated on FBA?
It depends on your account when you first sign up. I don't know what newbies.
It's not always the same.
It's not always consistent. I think, to be honest, that Amazon picks the areas to be ungated where they need the sellers.
Right. So
generally, toys. Some name brand toys you cannot sell, but mostly toys, general merchandise are 2 areas that you can usually sell in.
Pinar says, you can have my 22 board games. Heather, I sent you an email. They are brand new, 21 in factory seal. Hope to hear from you soon.
Okay.
I was just trying out the auction on Bulq, and I won. Daniel Sanchez says, one more question. I promise if your item is sent back to you at the 6 months, could you relist it back on Amazon?
Yes.
Yes. Actually, you could just keep it there if you so desired. Pinar says, how you getting the amazing shipping price? How you getting the amazing shipping price?
Oh, maybe from via trading?
Don't know. I don't know. Pinar, you have to explain which platform you're talking about there. Okay, right. I think that's all of our questions. We've been on for over an hour.
Yeah, I'm so excited that you guys jumped on. Sorry we're a little bit past 11 o'clock today.
Don't forget the thumbs up if you like the content. If you'd like to donate a quick coffee here, feel free to donate. Thank you for those that have already donated. Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully it's been helpful, the info I put out about selling larger items. I know some resellers are a little bit afraid of that. But I've had really, really good luck in selling that kind of stuff. And yeah, it does take a little bit more effort on Facebook Marketplace, but it's a great place to resell a lot of stuff. Opt into all those garage sale sites in your area, and that will give you more visibility with your items. Consider boosting a listing, things like that. So hopefully all this info has been helpful. Your comments and questions and extra coffee has been super encouraging. And remember, in the end, Jesus wins.